Today is Wednesday, February 5th, and this is your forecast for the northeastern United States. The weather pattern that we are in is a very busy weather pattern, but it's also one where the storm track basically goes right through the northeast, right along the Appalachian Mountains and off into the northeast. And that is a track that will bring a lot of opportunities for a wintry mix in the coming days. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Lots of different types of precipitation with these storm systems. But it also is a pattern that doesn't favor extremely cold temperatures. So that's sort of a win here as we continue here into the month of February. It is mostly cloudy this morning in the New York City metro. 24 hours from now, I think it is going to be an icy mess. So get mentally prepared for that. That tomorrow morning's commute is not looking so great. If anything, it's just going to be slippery and quite slow. We'll find some sunny breaks today with highs in the mid-30s, but the clouds will have the upper hand. And then some snow is going to develop late tonight. It's going to be after midnight. That's what's going to set the stage for the messy commute that I think is coming our way for tomorrow morning, especially areas outside of New York City into Jersey and the lower Hudson Valley. 25 today in Albany, 23 in Syracuse, and 25 in Buffalo. So there's plenty of cold air in place. That cold air is way down near the surface, and it extends down into Pennsylvania. But coming up from the south is some moisture and warm air, and all of that sets the stage for a wintry mix and some pretty significant icing that could happen through Pennsylvania, maybe the southern Catskills over the next 24 to 36 hours. I mean, look at the temperatures tonight: 11 in Albany, 14 in Syracuse, 21 in Buffalo. In all of these areas, eventually with the warm air pushing north, we'll probably see over to a wintry mix at some point tomorrow. 29 will be the low in New York, so we stay snow until probably around 6 or 7 o'clock, and then it switches over to an icy mix and then eventually rain as the warm air continues to push north. But this is the area of low pressure that will develop. You got warm air that's pushing north, you got cold air that's already in place. This setup is something called cold air damming. So cold air being pushed up against the mountains and sort of dammed and stuck in there. And so with the area of high pressure sitting off to the north, the circulation around it is clockwise, like this, right? So that cold air comes down the east side of the Appalachian Mountains and it gets stuck there. So as the warm air is coming in, it has no choice but to go up and over it. So you got warm air up here, cold air down here. Whatever falls does melt, but then it refreezes down near the surface. That is the icy mix, and it could be a significant icing event into the northeast with all of this pushing up to the north. So widespread ice for central and eastern Pennsylvania, maybe the southern Catskills, perhaps even a bit of that into central New York, and then as you travel north of that, it is going to be all snow. But we have winter weather advisories and ice storm warnings in effect for a good part of eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and getting into the southern part of New York State. So just some tough travel, I think, for tomorrow. That looks like in the New York City metro would be just in the morning. It's going to get into the mid-40s and turn over to just rain by the afternoon. We could do it all over again, the exact same setup, maybe a little bit colder, maybe a little bit more significant later Saturday night and into very early Sunday morning. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. And the busy storm pattern continues because there could be another storm that we're watching around Tuesday of next week. So get ready for it. A lot of opportunities for snow and an icy mix coming our way. That's your Wednesday morning weather update. I hope the rest of the week treats you well. And remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.